Good morning. Good to see you. So this morning, I'm going to talk about small hands and small fingers. As you see, I have very small hands. Maybe you can't tell so much on here, but I'm going to prove it. So I've got a little ruler here, right? Show you. It's an old ruler. Well, it's not showing so good, but it's... So we're going to measure my fingers. Okay. So, first of all, I got my thumb. My thumb is, just a tiny, tiny bit over 2 inches. My pinky is about 2.5. My middle finger is not even 3. My ring finger is about 2.5. And my pinky, my pinky is just shy of 2. These are very, very small fingers that I have. Some people would say that these fingers are like a 5-year-old's. As a matter of fact, the coffee. Coffee is so good. I love coffee. All right. The reason why this is important is because it does pause a little bit of a barricade in the journey of stringed instruments for me and possibly for you. Maybe not so much a barricade, but something in the way. Now, people tell you, small fingers, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't use it as an excuse. Well, it's not really using it as an excuse. I really want to play an instrument, and I'm not trying to have an excuse that I have small fingers, therefore I have an excuse. No, that's not it. It's more, I have small fingers, so if I try to make, let's say, an F, there's my pinky, and it's not going up there unless I really try and have fun trying to play a song and doing that and still flowing. Now, my cheat F is even weird. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. For my cheat F, I go on this pad right here on my index finger. I press these 2 strings down on fret 1, the first 2 strings. Then I press the 3rd string on fret 2 and the 4th string on fret 3. That's how I get an F. Okay, that's not so bad. Sometimes it's a hit or miss with me though. Sometimes I get it, sometimes it's kind of funkified. Now, when you're playing, make sure that, because we people with short fingers, the people with the long fingers will tell you, just put your thumb right over that, and then you form in a bass. Well, that ain't gonna happen, because when I do that, my thumb just does that, and it doesn't even touch the string. Even if I go like that, these hands don't want to come. It's very awkward and uncomfortable. Always make sure that you are supporting on the back, and usually what you want to do is, let's make a A minor and I'll show you. So you're supporting on the back, you're making your A minor. So to make a beautiful sounding A minor, you want to make sure that your thumb is like that on the back. It's about where your fingers are. It kind of almost matches where your fingers are, right? Right there. Or a D minor, you move your hand over, or D7, I'm sorry. You move your hand over, you pivot a little bit. Yeah, you go. So pivoting is fine. But you don't really move your thumb unless you absolutely have to. Or I don't. Yeah. My thumb generally stays right there. See, I'll show you again. Right there. Sort of middle-ish of the back of the neck. Now, I think that whoever invented the baritone ukulele did a beautiful thing for people's small fingers. And I think they may have did it because they realized that people with small fingers do want to play guitar. And I think that's why we have baritone ukuleles. I'm also seeing a lot of videos that say, baritone, why don't you just play guitar? Because listen to that sound. It's lovely. Baritones have such a lovely sound. How can you not love the sound of these? And it's not that it's because we're taking the easy way out. It's because it's not easy to reach these notes on a guitar. I'll even prove it to you. Now, this, I think I can work this thing. This is my Martin, my little Martin LXM, or I'm sorry, LXI. And it's a beautiful, beautiful guitar. And I love this guitar. But I'm not adept at this guitar yet. It's not my thing. I still mostly play my baritone. Makes a lovely sound. Isn't that pretty? Chimey sound. Then they say, don't waste your time on a little made guitar, a 3/4 inch guitar. Get yourself a real guitar. And they're telling people with small fingers to do this, and it's just not possible. Again, there we go with an F. Okay, I will admit I can reach a little easier on this. If I really stretch, yes, because they tell you to stretch. But that's what I'm getting. Of course, do my cheat note, my cheat chord, and I can do it somewhat right there. What a bright, pretty sound. I love this guitar. And yes, this is going to be the guitar that I'm going to be working on as soon as we get through my baritone, which is the love of my life. And you will usually see that on my lap. But this one's nice too. This is a beautiful guitar. Wonderful for people with small fingers. But still, I recommend ukulele because you want to learn all your chords first. The chords on this guitar are a little bit harder than the chords on my baritone. Like that's a C, whereas on my baritone, that's a C. On here, that's a C. You have to add that other string. Another one that's a little bit more challenging on guitar is the G, where you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have counted. That was crazy. The second fret, the first finger, and then you've got your middle finger on the first string of the the first string of the third fret, and the, which is down here, sorry. Okay. The first string of the third fret and the sixth string of the, I keep forgetting I have 5 strings here, of the third fret. That's a G. Whereas on a baritone, a G is just, which is fine, but something's missing, right? So that is a struggle that we smaller finger people have with guitar. We love guitar, or I do. Well, most. I'm sure anybody watching these videos probably loves guitar. But unfortunately, it's really, really hard for us to play certain notes. And this is just a 3/4 size of, a small guitar. I think it's a Little Martin. And it's actually LX1. LX1E is actually a Ed Sheeran signature model, which is what I was actually hoping to get. But unfortunately, I got all excited about the price and ordered this. And when I got it, I realized, oh, I just ordered a LX1 and found out that it did not have the pickup, which is what I wanted. I wanted a pickup. But it did have, I'll tell you what it did have. It did have a hole at the bottom. This was a hole. And I took it to my my luthier, and he put a pickup in the hole and attached it right here. And it was a little pricey for me because I'm not a rich person. It was $100 he charged me. But I have a wonderful pickup right here with 2 different volume knobs on it, or some kind of knobs he told me about. I'll have to learn what those knobs are to really, I'll learn by the time we go through about this guitar. And it's a lovely, lovely guitar. And Martin only makes quality products. So the Little Martin is an awesome guitar. I'm still here. I'm just going to put this back and get it out. Whoops. Now I'm going to bring you my Takamine, which I think I've brought it out once. And this thing is huge. This is what a lot of times they say on the channels. Oh, you have small fingers, that's no excuse. True. Oh, this thing needs to be tuned too. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, this is a very old guitar that belonged to my husband, and it's doesn't stay tuned very well. But I'll show you a G on this for me. Yeah, look at that. That's a G. That's That's not easy for me. Anything going from a top string to a bottom string is not easy unless it's just the top. If I could just play that, but that sounds like crap. So that's not gonna happen. So, and look, my hand doesn't even reach. I even do that, and even that. This is a big guitar with a huge neck, and I do intend to play this, but I don't think I'm gonna go quite as far as I have on my baritone. Again, you can just do that for G, but there's something missing there, right? And then your C is actually your C on this is a little bit easier. This is a C, even though, well, yeah, no, yeah, sorry. This is a C, even though it sounds a mess because oh, this is a C, sorry. There we go, there's a C. Again, it badly needs to be tuned, even though I just tuned it, because it goes out of tune fast because it's a very old guitar. And I'm told that sometimes classicals go out of tune really easy anyway. So yeah, the C is a little bit easier, I'll give it that. But the G, no way. So unfortunately, I was most likely always going to be using that one string for the G like I do on my baritone. And this thing is almost as big as me. It's a lovely guitar though. All right. I have two others. I have my Fender Squire Strat, which I would show you, but it's very similar to, no, not this, sorry, very similar to my Martin as far as playing, because it's also a 3/4 size. So the Martin, the Fender Strat is going to be the same kind of deal. And my Goya is just a little bit bigger than my Strat, and that is a little bit more of a struggle, but not near the struggle that the Takamine is. So you can play if you have small hands, that's my point. See? I love my baritone because it's comfortable, because I can change notes when I need to pretty fast. Yeah. Yeah, see, much faster changing of the notes. It's beautiful too, and it's very resonant. So that's what I play, is my baritone. I do have a little ukulele, but let me show you what I deal with the little ukulele. This one is a soprano. Now, to be fair, I don't have the other two sizes of ukulele, and I do really do want a tenor ukulele. This is a Hurricane soprano ukulele. It is a beautiful instrument. It's all wooden, so it sounds nice, very nice. It was very affordable. I think I got it for probably $60, maybe 40, even 40, but it wasn't very expensive. Now with the ukulele, you're supposed to hold it like this, and I don't understand that, and that's not really comfortable for me yet. And there's your C, but most people play with their thumb. I have not gotten the thumb thing, so we got, see, this is not my instrument yet. And a G on here is a D on my, that's a G right here. And then I figured I was gonna... Well, anyway, I'm not there with the ukulele yet. And I want to, I really want to be, but this tiny uke is so small, and it's a lovely uke. And I will get there. But ukes are way different. But they are good. If you start out with a ukulele and you have small fingers, your fingers can go a lot more places than the other one. Now, I don't know all the notes on this, or really very many. I know G. We got G. And then, no, that's not G. Sorry, that's G on my baritone. That's C. That's G. So I know C and G. And I think this is actually supposed to be E minor right here. But I could be wrong, because like I said, I only know pretty much C and G. I think a D is, wait, hold on. That's a D, yeah. A D is what an A is on my baritone. It's these 3 fingers on the 2nd fret, strings 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, ukulele is a beautiful instrument. And if I had a tenor, I feel like I could use a tenor better. But this right here, holding the ukulele up like this, and they say it's supposed to be in the crook of your arm, and this just doesn't quite go to the crook of my arm unless I really push it this way. And I suppose it's okay, but it's just holding it like that is not as comfortable as just holding this lovely, lovely, beautiful, wonderful thing. Right, yes, and just see the difference? I feel like I hold this with love. And it is. It's worthy of love. This is a beautiful instrument. This right here is a pickup. It's a stick-on pickup, because at the time I couldn't afford to put the kind of pickup in it that I put in my Martin. So I just went ahead and just got the stick-on. It works okay. To me it sounds a little odd when I plug it in with this pickup, but it was the only one that the music store, my local music store, had at the time. And it does I guess it does what it's supposed to do. I guess you can play with the amp settings and stuff and maybe make it sound good, but to be honest, I would rather have a real good pickup in this. But this is what we got. Although the natural sound, to me, is much more beautiful than the sound with a pickup. Yes, all right. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's me. That's my situation with my small hands and small fingers. I was blessed with childlike hands. And to answer the question of all these wonderful people that come out and say, they say that we're not working hard enough because we have small hands, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Small hands really is an issue with playing guitar. That's why I encourage each and every one of you to start out on ukulele. In my opinion, the baritone, because it's the closest thing to a guitar. Now I'm gonna let you go now because it looks like we've got it's like somebody's out there mowing the lawn and it's about to make some noise, or it's making some noise right now. So, have a great day, and I will see you later.